wait, that's just my crippling social anxiety. Hi.
Hello.
This is PSVR GAMESCAST Live, where we film live every Tuesday afternoon at midnight or noon, depending on where you are.
Yeah.
So it's midnight somewhere.
Or slightly afternoon.
Slightly.
We bring it to YouTube live, and we talk about PlayStation VR games, mostly, sometimes, very seldom. So my name's Brian Paul. This is Desra.
Hello.
And at far end over there, it's Jeremy King.
I want to start off, so in the chat, kind of before things started, Robert Sullivan had a very, very sweet Happy
Mr.
Holidays,
Sullivan.
Merry Christmas message to all of us. So to all of you as well, have a very, very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or nothing at all if that's your jam.
Yeah, whatever.
Just hang out, have fun, and woo.
Hey.
Am I completely blowing out the lights?
That is awesome.
Can you see it at all?
Oh,
yeah.
It's glowing on your face.
Oh,
Love
nice.
it.
Yay. So I got the official Christmas game cat.
Wow.
So this isn't our merch, but if you want one, they sell it at Target for guess how much?
At Target with electric type of $12.99.
I still wouldn't pay more than $10 for that.
I paid $20. I thought
It's
I
still
thought
a
it was
bargain.
cheap. I thought it was cheap.
That is
Yeah.
cheap.
It
I
is,
was
it
just
is cheap.
And going to what we were talking
obnoxiously
about before, if this isn't completely smooth, and I put this on, I have just red puffs. I actually have to take a lint roller to my head when I put the sweatshirt on.
I love the way
Nice.
that looks on the stream. It's
Does it look
mostly because it's glowing on your face.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll keep it
It
on
is
then.
pretty neat. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Brian, you're a little bit in the dark. Did I change that light?
I'm very happy to be in the dark.
You are.
It's my
That would
natural
be dark.
environment.
See,
Yes.
he's blending in. He's
Yeah.
all ninja out.
Yeah, no, the darker the better. I don't open my vertical blinds until you guys show up.
True.
And that's just to open the window so it doesn't smell so bad. It doesn't smell like me.
Your white skin from your belly button down, though, is blaringly bright. They can't see it.
Please don't describe. Please don't describe my belly button while Metcat's watching.
He wants it, but he wasn't probably
he
commenting on
I
that.
hope he was talking about the sweatshirt.
Yeah, he probably was.
I really think he's talking about the belly
Yeah.
button.
So this is unofficial Game Cats merch. Yeah, we have a special deal with Target.
If
That's not
there was a VR headset on that cat, I would say awesome.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Rudolph underwear, and the nose. Actually, it's just a hole you cut through for the nose. That'd be. I think I
Does that
just
mean you have like a big clown nose on the head of your penis?
like Dan Aykroyd from that movie. What was that movie?
He was in another movie other than Ghostbusters?
Oh yeah, way back when. Nothing but Trouble.
Oh my God.
Was that it? Where
I
his,
kinda
he
remember
took
that.
off his nose and then he
Oh,
hit the
just-
penis.
we can just-
John Candy
yeah.
was the girlfriend maybe or the host.
Jeremy, it's so early to
Too
be talking
early
about
for
80s
that.
movies.
Anyways,
It's like
maybe I
way-
just came on
I
to
wish
a
I was in
product,
these
though.
movies. No, you were right. It's an abomination.
All right, guys. So here's a few different things. There's the Drunk Gamer says you need a
Yeah.
seizure disclaimer on this episode. I think that's absolutely true. We want to take care of a little bit of housekeeping here.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we even do that, we're keeping an eye on Media Molecule's
Yeah.
YouTube channel because supposedly they're streaming something about dreams anytime now. So we're trying to keep an eye on that, and we'll bring it up here in a window if it's something interesting. But if you guys want to keep an eye on it and let us know in case we get distracted. Let's see. Make sure you head on over on your PlayStation 4. People ask me all the time this week, especially.
I noticed that.
People,
Yeah.
people have been asking, hey, you talked about Community, but you kind of blasted through it too fast.
Yeah.
Where is that? And so go on your PlayStation 4, on your home screen. You turn it on. You go up to next to where it says Settings, and Profile, and Friends, all that stuff. There's a little tab that says Communities. Go there, and then search for PSVR Without Parole Game Cats. There's an old Without Parole community. That's not the one.
No.
Don't ring that doorbell.
You can.
Nobody's home.
But but there's just people saying dirty words there.
Right.
I stop in every so often. It's just it's people writing vagina.
Oh really?
And I was like, oh, interesting.
Vagina's not a dirty word.
So I respond with penis. Just seeing who's paying attention.
Right.
And then we read it that way because we think it's funny.
What's all this potential Bioshock reveal stuff? That's the second person.
No. It's so it's a total misunderstanding as far as I know.
Solar Vision also says Media Molecule is streaming live on Twitch right now.
Oh, it's right now. Okay.
Solo, you got
it's on
it.
You
Twitch.
guys talk amongst yourself. It's on.
Yeah.
Why is it on Twitch? They have a YouTube channel.
Everybody's. It seems like a lot of Twitch has been happening.
Everybody.
There's
Sons of Twitches.
There's something YouTube-ish and something's going on.
That's where all the cool kids are, so that's why we're on YouTube.
PSVR on the ground.
Beta December
up?
19th for Dreams, just announced. Beta, or is that the demo?
Demo. There's that the demo that people have been talking about. We don't unless is it a VR demo?
Yeah, well, there's a demo, but it does not have VR.
Yeah.
But they still
Wait, so they announced a demo.
That's
So it's
what
like in a
that's what
couple
that guy's
days.
will is saying.
Tomorrow.
We trust that guy as well implicitly.
Yes.
So
We trust that guy as well.
So
Well,
isn't today the
hey, Will.
17th? No, today's the 18th. So,
18th.
so tomorrow,
Yeah.
beta
Yeah.
for Dreams.
Wow, their chat is exploding.
Look at how comfy.
All right. Oh, is
The
this something you have to
couch.
sign up for?
What's that? The beta?
People asking for invites.
Oh, well,
We'll sign up. All right.
we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. So it's good to know that's as far as I'm concerned. That's all we needed to know from that stream. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the Bioshock thing. Okay, so over here on Twitter, Blind Squirrel Games, right? They're the ones who ported Bioshock Collection
Yes.
to PS4. They tweeted tomorrow at 2, which is yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, that's today. But they tweeted yesterday. Tune in for a super special Twitch stream, the BSG Holiday Special, Blind Squirrel Games. Join us for Holiday Bioshock Tales, more Forklift Simulator 2019, Festive Shenanigans, and we've got a big surprise in store. And then they write hashtag Bioshock, hashtag Blind Squirrel Games, hashtag VR, which makes you think, oh, Bioshock VR.
Yeah.
It's going to be a thing. But the thing is they just brought Forklift Simulator into VR.
Yeah.
And so I'm like...
By the way, I call that review. I have driven forklifts professionally.
For real.
So I am. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have. I was.
you can have that review.
I was a Toyota certified forklift safety instructor. Thank you very much.
Really?
I do want to clarify, however, that if you get that review, I get Bioshock VR.
Deal.
All right, fantastic. I want to go back to Rapture, man. Rapture was awesome.
So, anyways, you were saying they just released forklift simulators, so they're all tapped out. And
No, they just released the VR portion of Forklift Simulator.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that, but that's why people are confused with like the hashtags. Hashtag Bioshock, hashtag VR, hashtag Forklift Simulator. You know, this is the people are like kind of
Maybe they're just gonna release a VR Bioshock and they're gonna add forklifts this time.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, right.
I just want to see a Big Daddy in VR.
that's a thing.
Right?
What's a thing?
Des.
know.
That's
a
Des
thing?
is a thing.
Yeah, this is a thing.
Des is a thing. He is a thing.
So
Human. Human.
Yeah, what is Halk 26? He writes, but what's the reveal? And that's an excellent question.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's Bioshock VR.
Yeah.
But hey, by all means, if it's
That'd be
Bioshock
fucking
VR,
great.
I'd be thrilled.
You
I
would think we would heard some other kind of murmurs about that, right?
something. It's good to know that somebody out there is doing something with Bioshock.
Yeah.
Like I don't even
Yeah.
care what it is at this point, as long as it doesn't
know.
just disappear, because Irrational it's sort of like disappeared.
Yeah.
Mikey Sensei.
Mikey.
Fucking love you guys.
That's why we need to have a game
Would you-
conference.
Danish Gaming VR. Would you kindly make Bioshock VR? Keep trying that. Oh, HVAC certified Underground. Nice.
Hey,
All right.
nice.
That actually took work. My certification, as proud as
actually
I seem
took
to be
work.
of it, took no time. It was a 30-question test that was pretty much common sense.
And now you can use a forklift.
Well, you can use this forklift anyways,
Yeah.
but you have to certify on the safety. I think it's every 2 years. So like you work for company X, you drive your forklift, and every 2 years you have to sit back in and get the safety certification. And so I was trained to give that safety certification test.
Nice.
So yeah,
Well then.
yeah, you can actually have that certification without ever touching a forklift, which is weird.
That is
Yeah.
kind of strange.
Hi,
Can you imagine
how you doing?
being the
just-
certification guy for 28 years
Mm-hmm.
and then they tell you to run a forklift and you're like, no,
That's all right.
I'm just curious to know what the VR Forklift Simulator
I am
consists of.
dying to know
Do you have to pass safety tests?
before you use it.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, so
Hey, joystick guru.
Yeah, $2. He says, "I'm always late. Sorry, meow."
Hey, $2 is always a great way to
Yeah.
have us turn a blind eye when you walk into the class late.
And as far as
Thank
driving
you.
a circular forklift goes, I mean, the move controllers will be perfect for that because you really only there isn't any fine finger control or anything like that. You're steering, you're moving out. So
Up, down,
yeah,
forking, not forking,
although you won't get the feel of the forks in the
pallet.
Right. Yeah, so stabbing a stack of 2x4s out of a pallet and I need 36 out of that pile 144 and getting it right there. Yeah.
So head on over on your PlayStation 4 to PSVR
really
without
excited
Parole
about
Game
that.
Cats community. Almost 2,000 strong.
Yeah.
Almost. I have no idea.
Coco.
I check in once a day. I have no idea how many there are.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. So thank you guys so much for hanging out over there.
Coco, it's not a competition. Your sweater is amazing.
I want to see it.
Yeah, no, for real. We want pictures.
Wicked.
Also, other housekeeping. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already.
Hit like.
Make sure you like this video. Also, make sure you check out our Borderlands 2 review. Like that video as well.
Mm-hmm.
This one's accurate.
Or as accurate as my review is going to be.
Yeah.
It took quite a long time. Metcat says you're turning him on with all your forklift talk.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. Forklifts are damn sexy.
He's off of me and on to you, big time.
Especially those Lols. Man, check out
Yeah.
Lols. Those are amazing.
Which one?
So you've probably seen them like when you see like a lumber truck like in a residential neighborhood.
Yeah.
And there's a like tiny little forklift that kind of
Oh, in
comes
the
up the
back.
back of it.
It's like the three-wheeler.
Yeah. And they can move totally sideways.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, those things are badass.
They are.
Maneuverability in those things.
Could you drive a forklift in Half-Life 2?
Half-Life 2?
I think you drive a forklift, but I don't think you can actually do anything with it.
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought...
I felt like there was a forklift part of that.
Wow.
Anybody help us out?
Yeah.
I don't know why that's ringing a bell.
Labor
Yeah.
compliance jokes for the win. Yeah.
I got to get me an ugly sweater if we do anything.
Oh, Solo
for the
Vision is throwing down the
holidays.
gauntlet. Ugly sweater competition in VR without Parole community. Post and vote.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. No, I like this.
Yeah,
I
that's a
will.
good idea.
I will recuse myself from it because
I won't.
obviously this will win.
I don't have an ugly sweater.
Obviously
That's not an ugly one,
No,
though.
that's beautiful.
That is pretty
It
awesome.
is actually a work of art
Yeah.
that can never be washed.
Well, I guess the ugliness is definitely judged by the sweater choices between the other ones you might wear. Anyways.
If you're new to the channel,
Yes.
this is how this kind of goes.
Shenmue, I think that does have forklift. My job actually was
I think
going to
that's
the
absolutely
docks
true.
with the forklift. Yeah.
Shenmue does have forklifts in it. And you drive them.
Pocket Monkey is now your arch enemy, Brian. Brian doesn't look amused by forklift. Quick talk about 80s forklift movies.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Games, video games.
Yes.
This is what we do here. We talk about
Yeah.
PlayStation VR games,
The ghosts of week past.
and I mean, and seriously, like there are so many PlayStation VR games we need to talk about.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the games that came out last week. Let's starting
Last
off
week.
with this one right here. This is Oculus. No, this is by Vertical Robot. This is Red Matter.
Oh, hey.
Red
Those
Matter.
guys.
Horizontal robot.
Oh, not horizontal.
No, they can't do that. That would be sexual. That would be a sexual robot.
Yeah. This
And?
Someday.
is about a 3 to 4 hour puzzle solving adventure. I call it very much an escape the room style puzzle game, just because of the way it's set up. It's very linear in its progression, but it's disguised better than most escape room puzzle games. It feels like an adventure.
Right. A lot of the stuff, it makes a little more sense. It's like, oh, I'm actually turning on this equipment, and the pieces are missing because something bad happened. It's not just like arbitrarily, oh, there's no fuse in here, go find it.
Yeah.
It's, oh, no, there's no fuse in here because they pulled it out to deliberately shut the door because of reasons.
Right. And I think this is one of those developers you just want to like fucking praise up and down for their commitment to their product. They got it from PC over to PlayStation VR almost seamlessly, and then said, "Oh, we listened to the community in the first couple days of release over in Europe,
Yep.
and before it even got here to the US, they had this massive patch that addressed every single concern you could possibly think of, and it is, I mean." Absolutely love these guys. I can't wait to see what they do next.
Absolutely.
So I love to, out of the games that have come out in the last few weeks besides Borderlands, I really want to play that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like right up my alley. I used to love on the PC the just point and click adventure, escape the room type of games, and that looks solid. But
This is one of those, while I was playing it, I could actually picture it as like a pixelated old LucasArts adventure game.
Absolutely.
Like from a side perspective.
Yep.
I was like, I don't know why.
See the little guy.
that's- I love-
Yeah.
finds the air,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mitch Gerwitz, is anyone else getting tired of seeing severed limbs? Call the police. Severed limbs should not be in your house. Okay, that's something bad is happening in your home.
Wait, what? Oh, I was
He's
reading
talking about- he's talking about the
Coco.
animation.
I'm supposed to go to
yeah.
Amazon and type in Christmas pizza
Oh.
cat.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Let's stop and address Mitch's question.
Yeah, I know.
So no, I didn't. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like floating hands in
Yeah.
VR. I'm a huge fan of floating hands in VR. I forget. I think it was Lewis Knight who said, my brain can fill in the rest. And in fact, there are so many games that I've played that have full arms, shoulders, and body.
Yeah.
And and those shoulders, when I look in VR, are not where my shoulders are.
Yep.
And so, like, I think that's even more immersion breaking than having floating hands.
Right. And then sometimes you get the Firewall was you, if you hold the gun in a way it's not expecting, the hand does really weird stuff based on where the arms are.
It's true,
So,
but
yeah.
I will say Firewall is one of those
Yeah.
that, like, I played for hours and hours and hours, and I didn't even realize I had a full body because it's done so well.
Yeah.
So I give Firewall a total pass on that.
Yeah, the severed limbs, if that's what he's referring to, and not just because I'm so sick of zombie and severed limbs in that sense.
Yeah,
lying
get out.
everywhere.
You're sick of zombies?
I've been sick of zombies since season 3 of The Walking Dead,
Well, you
and that's
should have
where
stopped
I
watching.
tapped out. I
Good.
did. I stopped actually
Good.
season 3 or 4. But
Because you're not allowed in here if you're sick of zombies.
I dig seeing limbs in the game, the VR game. Absolutely, I think that this. I don't like the severed limbs where it's kind of like they're set like this, and you just walk and move around.
Yeah,
and they're
that one I
stationary
get,
like
yeah.
that. That
Oh,
doesn't.
you
seem,
mean like if you're using a DualShock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. If you have
Yeah.
move controllers, though, and like they're
free moving.
one-to-one.
Yeah.
Totally different story.
Totally.
Yep. So that was Red Matter last week. Also last week we got something I was really, really looking forward to and really, really disappointed by. This is Gungrave VR.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
And
The game should be in the grave.
yeah. Man, I gotta say, it's just, I don't know how this didn't come together properly. They really could have just taken the old PS2 games and imported those directly into PlayStation VR.
It doesn't look any different than the old PS2 style.
No, it looks worse because they created a different style. And it's not cell shaded like the old ones. It just doesn't do the trick, man. And it's actually more expensive than I thought it was because you can buy the two components separately.
Yeah.
And it's $45 to buy them separately,
Wow.
whereas it's $40 to buy the Loaded Coffin edition, which combines the two parts. I mean, and just it's so short and just not fun and just repetitive. There's just nothing. There's nothing about Gungrave that I like other than that it's actually Gungrave.
yeah.
Bye, Bloody Bobby. He's just
Buddy Bobby's 5 minutes.
he was
is up.
in and out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for stopping in while you could, dude.
He's like me in the bedroom.
That guy's
Like, I'm here. And a few minutes later, he's like, I'm done. I'm out.
That guy's will just gave us
Yeah.
an update. The beta for Dreams is lasting a full month. It lets you create and play levels, but from what people are saying in chat, there isn't VR. He hasn't heard
It's not VR.
Well, he hasn't heard Media Molecule themselves say that though. So the chat is
But
saying.
we heard Media Molecule months ago say when the beta comes out, when the demo comes out, whatever it is that comes out pre-release, there will not be PlayStation VR
well,
support.
a beta and a demo are two different things.
It's not going to have PlayStation VR support. I promise you.
Yeah.
It is that is the one thing they were very clear about. When the actual game comes out, it will have PlayStation VR support. But the one thing they are not clear about is how much PlayStation VR support, because they're saying it's to a limited capacity. We don't know the full extent of the PlayStation VR support, but we do know that the beta will not have it.
Because that thing, will Sony let you make a game that won't
Pass
Sony's certification?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Or will Dreams allow you to make a game that doesn't pass cert?
Yeah.
Right? Does
that's
the
question.
engine itself only allow
Right.
things that'll pass?
Because you'd have to. Oh man.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
At a certain point, when you put too many objects in the room or
Right,
something,
yeah,
I'm
well,
just
the
going to say,
frame
well,
rate drop.
exactly.
Yeah. So maybe it automatically limits you.
I don't know, Nate. We're gonna have to think about our game. Yeah. A friend of the show and one of our few guest hosts and I were talking about cranking out something in games, but that might change things.
Yeah.
Next up, a game that's been out in Europe forever that we finally got here in the States, and I couldn't be more uninterested in is Smash Hit Plunder. Man, I did a live stream of this, and God, just the price tag. First of all,
Yeah.
$30.
$30.
And I have to say that, like, if this game was like $10 or $15, I'd say, you know what, I had a little bit of fun with this game, and I could totally see if you've got, like, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids that you don't want them playing nothing but violent video games. I could see a place for this, especially since it's family friendly. It's got local co-op. You can have like 3 people sitting on a couch with DualShock 4s playing on the social screen. There's something here. But not for $30. There's not.
No, unless like you have someone who accidentally thinks, "Oh, this is Minecraft," and buys it by accident.
It would be horribly disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is, and I just don't like the trailer,
Which is
so secondary.
It is terrible trailer.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just secondary. I mean, that tells you where their headspace is, unless they completely farmed it out to somebody else. But even then, they had to have final okay on the trailer. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like, though, that does bring it up, man. I'm actually kind of glad Minecraft for PSVR hasn't happened yet.
Why?
Because the rest of my life would stop.
Oh.
I am a recovering Minecraft addict. I've been clean for about a year and a half now.
That is something you told me when we first met.
Yeah.
We talked about video games, and you told me that.
Yeah. I am not responsible when it comes to Minecraft, so I need to not play it. And if it comes out in VR,
I played it once.
Yeah.
I downloaded it. I jumped in. My buddy and another friend were in one of my buddy's worlds that he created. Massive thing. So I jumped in. I walked over. I built a huge staircase overlooking a beach, and I wrote the words "fuck you" in enormous letters. And then I let the water run in and fill the letters, and I closed it up, and I went over to him. He was jumping so he could come and look, and then we went to the top of the stairs, and I had him look down and see that I wrote a giant "fuck you" in his world. And that was it. I've never played since.
Shaolin Deadly Gamers writes, I want to know how the tracking is for Des when that sweater's on.
I haven't tried that. And although this morning I did.
That.
Yeah.
You might be the move controller with that thing on.
I should
There
try
might be
that.
17 move controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that was Smash Hit Plunder. Also last week, jeez, last week was an incredible week.
Just incredible. Borderlands is my smash hit plunder.
Last week we also got Prey, and still in this in OBS I have this listed under Typhoon Hunter because apparently leading up to launch and all during my live stream I thought this thing was called Typhoon Hunter. I'm not familiar with Prey. It is Typhon Hunter. No,
Typhon.
Typhon, not OO.
Oh.
Siphon filter?
Siphon filter. Wow. There was several of those.
And there certainly were.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm actually very curious to know how Siphon Filter ended up post PlayStation 1. Like, I didn't play any of the PS2 versions.
Yeah.
I did one. And I
wonder how many there were. Because there's at least one. I think Dark Mirror, or was that the PSP one?
Because it had the outer green, right? I don't know. I think that was...
Is Beat Saber and Beat Sphere the same game?
Oh my god, no.
No.
We'll get there. Be
Totally
patient.
different.
Patience, my child. Okay, Prey. What they're showing right here is not the VR part. The VR part is more of an escape room game. It's very much just like puzzle solving. Mm-hmm. This supposedly the multiplayer part of this is coming to VR supposedly in January. We'll see if that actually pans out to be true though. And then there's still two more. Hold on a second. Next up, last week we got from Lusion, the people who made Happy Drummer, which I absolutely love, is Warbucks.
Yeah.
Now, this looks horrible, right? But I actually watched Polish Paul play some.
Okay.
And he was exhausted. He said this was a bigger workout than anything else he'd ever played on PlayStation VR.
What?
I had no idea you were actually making these moves. I had no idea you were actually doing anything. I thought this was like Rock'em Sock'em fucking VR.
Yeah, they don't
Warbucks.
cover that in the trailer
Like
at
zero.
all.
Right? They need two people eating a ham sandwich demonstrating this game, like Smash Hit Plunder.
So it's me versus you, or it's me versus the computer?
It's an excellent question, but I got to say it has to be better than VR. VR.
The boxing one.
Yeah, what is that? Boxing Apocalypse.
Boxing Apocalypse, yeah.
That was terrible.
So you're making these maneuvers to make that happen.
It's got to be. I can't imagine why else Polish Paul would be so out of breath during his stream.
What about kicking? That dude just kicked. How do you fucking kick?
Well, as someone just said, I just solved, the drunk gamer, I just solved full body tracking. So obviously this must come with the game, and that way you can track.
Yeah, there you go.
And then finally, the last thing that we saw last week on PlayStation VR, Desir's review of
Plank.
Yeah.
Richie's Plank experience.
Right. Why don't you tell people about Richie's Plank?
It's a very controversial not game. So right off the bat. So Richie's Plank experience is exactly what you're seeing here. You have the option, and I strongly recommend, of mapping an actual plank in the real world to the plank in the game. Mm-hmm. And that's simply it. You start at ground level, you hit a button, elevator brings you all the way to the top, and you've got to walk out onto the plank. And
try not to fall.
And try not to fall. Well, so that actually is an option you can turn on and off. Yeah. And there are nice little touches where it actually will listen and actually put creaking sounds on the plank. What they're showing now is a sort of mini game, I guess, where you can fly around from city rooftop to rooftop, putting out fires. But honestly, the only reason you're buying this game is it's a party game. I think that's where I kind of come down at the end of the day. It's like a board game you buy. It's taboo. It's Pictionary. It's whatever. You buy it. You're having a party over, and you all have fun watching your friend freak out wearing it.
And And after you're done with that, put him into affected the manor because, man, nothing but jump scares for fucking 20
Push
minutes
them
straight.
off the plank when they're not when they're in there looking. You can like do that. Oh.
Yeah. So, and I want to say thank you to the community. Mrs. Des was really iffy about being on it, and
Nothing but positive reviews from the
like
community.
just huge positive response. So that absolutely made her day.
Remember Dreamscape with God damn you. Of course it's
Dreamscape?
Is that a cat mystery on the Des shirt? No, it is just a cat attacking Christmas lights.
Oh, well,
Yes.
not a cat. Yeah, sorry, I
he's getting
said yes.
strangled by Christmas lights.
Yeah.
I think he's thrilled. I don't know.
I think he's begging for someone to help him. It's right around his neck. Well, it's not
he's
his
either
neck.
smiling
It's
or
like,
He's
choking.
like tearing them apart. I think. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Can't
don't know.
decide.
There's nothing. He's not even wrapped around. He's actually flailing
Oh
around.
no! This says the audio from Ninja Cat is playing. We can't hear you.
The audio from Ninja Cat is playing?
I don't know what that means.
Where's Ninja? Oh,
I don't know.
All right, can you guys hear us now?
it sounds like what was that Verizon commercial?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now?
All right. Yeah, there's nothing else playing. So if you can't hear us now, then I don't know. Maybe you just turn down your neighbor's stereo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Pocket Monkey. It is Dennis Quaid. But do you remember how I feel like if you die in VR, you die in real life. Can you imagine that would happen? It's like you push somebody off the plank and then all of a sudden they just collapse and they're dead, and you're like, oh my god, they're fucking dead.
That wouldn't sell many more copies of it.
Maybe you shouldn't call back, person. I'm not answering.
Just do what happened. Well, just do what I do when Gamertag calls me.
What?
Pretend like you can't hear him. Like, so, what'd you say? Huh?
Right?
I can't. Dude, I think you get the wrong number. Dude, I did that to him like all morning. It was hilarious.
All right, so everyone said we're fine. So that one person, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, moving on.
He
Anyway,
just has another window open on his computer and thinks it's coming from ours.
I'd like to know what a Ninja Cat is.
I'm very curious myself, yeah.
Well, no,
He's like,
I think it's the opening, right? Isn't that Ninja Cat?
What?
Our opening video?
It's Jaws music.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's... I don't know what to tell you.
Is that his name on the tube, the web? Is that Ninja Cat?
No idea. The video's like fucking 12 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. No one's had any claims anymore. So that takes care of all the PlayStation VR games that came out last week. Let's talk about the games that came out this week.
Oh, here we go. This week.
This week.
Last week.
Next
this
week,
week,
this
last week.
current week.
No?
Yeah,
Okay.
do you want to start a new show called
Nope.
PSVR last week?
Oh, that'd be the worst.
It's already pretty bad. All right, on your market set. Wait, wrong game.
Des, take your glass.
This is called Beats Fever. Beats Fever,
Not Beat Saber.
not Beat Saber. This is a much different game. Although it's a rhythm game that uses 2 move controls. So so I can totally see the confusion.
Yep.
And
And the name is very close as well.
yeah, I'm sure that's not unintentional.
Yep.
But I did a live stream of this. So if you're curious, just do a search for Without Parole Beats Fever, and I did a live stream of the Hong Kong version. I can only imagine it's the exact same game. It's not Beat Saber.
No.
It's
Clearly not.
It's not even trying to rip off the mechanics. It is very much we're throwing these things at you, and you're just moving your wands all around the screen. There's a lot of tracing trails and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a much different game. I know that Dave Station VR is a huge fan of it.
Alright.
If you need more rhythm games in your life, it's not bad. And honestly, I'm a little curious. Before we started the stream, the PlayStation Store was not updated yet. So I'm just going to check over there real quick and see how much this thing actually costs. $20. Too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Too much
okay.
for that.
It was. I think when I bought it from the Hong Kong store, the rough translation conversion
Yeah.
it was closer to like $12 or something like that.
Okay.
And so for like 12, 15, I can totally see it. For 20,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah.
Gun Club also came out this week. Oh shoot, hold on, that's $25.
Well, wait a second.
Trailer. What?
So you've been playing this for a while now from the Hong Kong store.
I mean, I played it once.
Was it called? But I mean, it came out a while ago.
Yeah.
Right? Beats Fever.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, like Beats Fever. Like if you slur it together, it sounds like which name came out first?
Beat Saber's
It
been
was
out
Beat
forever.
Saber.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Chinese
knockoff.
Here we go. This is also came out this week. This is Gun Club VR. I gotta say, I feel so bad. My apologies to the Binary Mill, the developers, same people who made Rush VR, by the way.
Okay.
So my opinion of this already is that it's probably a fantastic game.
Yeah.
But it but it's been sitting on my PlayStation 4 for like a week.
Oh,
and,
okay.
and because of Borderlands and because of everything else that's come out, I have not even had a chance to play it. And so expect a review hopefully tomorrow. I'm gonna sink some hours into it tonight and let you guys know how it is. $25 for a shooting gallery game. I'm like, I feel like we did this with Lethal already.
Well, I was gonna say it looks like a much cleaner and better version of Lethal.
I think that's generally what you get.
Yeah.
No problem with
Which wasn't bad.
Right.
Games like that. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say games like that because I haven't seen a game like that. It's just a bunch of shooting gallery. But I'm saying,
It's like Hogan's Alley VR.
those. Yes.
Yeah.
But like what was it? Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one.
Mm-hmm. So Call of Duty
When you had
4.
when you had to run through the obstacle course in the beginning so they could set your difficulty.
Yeah.
Those always frustrated me because I don't know. I always was like better than my first run, and I wanted to keep running to get it better so I could have more of a challenge. But I couldn't go and change my settings. I had to earn it. And seeing that just brings me back to those days where it was frustrating, and I got to keep running through the course to get a good fucking score.
I just I liked Lethal because it was less of a storyline. It was just like, okay, hit these targets in this time, and it's a different type of shooting game.
Yeah.
And I think the tracking on the move controls and aim control are good enough where you can actually do this kind of game successfully. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
There's someone who is asking about how you buy international games.
I mean, I've got 7 different accounts on my PlayStation
different
4.
accounts for the different regions.
Yeah,
right?
just come up with some fake addresses, and I'm pretty sure you need different email addresses for each one.
Yes.
So make sure you have a bunch of email addresses. Make sure you have a bunch of different fake addresses, and then you have to. The most complicated part isn't creating the account. The most complicated part is buying the game because you can't just use PayPal or a credit card in a different country.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to go to like G2A.com or I want to say maybe PlayAsia.com, and then you have to start buying gift cards from other countries.
Yeah.
And usually G2A.com is pretty good. They actually send you the code for the product for the gift card digitally. It just takes a minute or two, and then bam, you just go over to the store, you plug it in, then you have credit.
Done.
It's just a process.
Yeah.
And there are very few times where I'm like, it's totally worth it to create a whole nother account.
Right.
Because usually most games come after a while, but if you're sitting there in a UK or European territory still waiting for Home Sweet Home, and you're like, it's not 2019 yet, it kind of sucks, man. It's like everyone else has already played it, talked about it, and moved on.
Yeah.
And you guys are sitting there without it, which totally blows.
But on the plus side, I mean, if you're Australian, when you get a game, you get it 24 hours before us.
Australians, man, are all living in the future. It's craziness. And then finally, the last game that's supposed to come out this week, but I think it's coming out tomorrow because
tomorrow,
the 19th. That's right.
Yep.
Tomorrow it is. This is VR Apocalypse.
VR Apocalypse. Sorry, I got Boxing Apocalypse on my head. All right.
I mean, I don't think you're too far off.
Yeah.
It seems like about the same level of quality.
Yep.
I don't know what this game is offering.
It's weird to see that VR is popular enough to be like in the shovelware phase.
Yeah, right. There you look at this and you just
the problem is, I think the problem is that mobile VR exists.
Yeah.
Cell phone VR exists. Oculus Go exists, which means all of these things can be kind of shoved over into PlayStation VR. I'm assuming pretty effortlessly.
Yeah.
And then you just end up with a lot of garbage. There's a lot of great things on mobile. There's a lot of great things on Oculus Go. But unfortunately, we're getting the bad with the good.
Yeah.
And Kremork, welcome to the family.
Yes.
Just
welcome.
Yeah. Just got a PSVR. Just joined that was the person asking about the multi-region games.
Well, congratulations and welcome to.
Would you call it? You say you call it Kremork?
I don't. Isn't that?
I would say Kramer 3K.
Kramer 3K.
I don't know though. That doesn't
Kremork.
sound. Is it
either
Kramer
way,
3K or Kremor?
Yeah, Dave Station. It's the 19th for VR Apocalypse. That's why it's not out today.
Thug life.
But thanks for keeping up. Fucking Dave. Oh man. Billy Goat without Parole is tops.
Billy Goat.
I'm just giving us a little pat
Oh,
on the
yeah,
back.
we are tops.
I needed a little stroke of the ego.
That's not where his ego's located.
That's right.
That's as much as you're getting.
That is actually as much as I'm getting. Nailed it. All right. Is that an Xbox controller in game?
You know what? I didn't notice, but would I be
you?
shocked? No.
No.
All right.
All right, what do you guys think? Michelle, should we begin the show the way we begin every show? With a little game of should we or shouldn't we? When we put 90 seconds up on the clock up on the counter the way that...
It's not.
She's not here.
The way that Jeremy likes it.
In spirit, though, she's very much here.
And it's our time to tell you, the loyal game cats, whether you should or should not be playing the games that we've been playing and or watching.
All right.
Who wants to go first? God, fucking damn it, Jeremy.
Dave Station, that is
go.
not the first time we've acknowledged one of your comments.
Who is it?
He said, first time a comment gets acknowledged is when I mess up, of course. LOL. That's Dave Station.
No.
I think we've acknowledged your comments before.
Dave Station?
At least
maybe, right?
But if you'd like, we'll stop. All right, Jeremy, on your mark.
Get set?
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Do you have something to talk about?
Let's give him something to talk
two
about.
things.
Are either of them PlayStation VR related?
One of them.
On your mark. Wait, hold on. We didn't. That's so funny. Somehow I did this whole thing. We didn't even talk about. We didn't even talk about. Hopefully, one of the games you're about to talk about, Borderlands.
Oh yeah, we have not. Well, we talk. I think we're going to talk about that in the future, tomorrow.
In the future.
Yeah.
The way of the future.
Wednesday.
The way of the future.
Okay.
We might talk about that on tomorrow's show, but we will talk about it now.
All right, on your mark.
Get set?
Go.
Okay, so Borderlands 2. Let's talk about it. As much as I'd love to buy it, I wanted to buy Red Matter, but I just don't, Christmas. Don't have the money.
Yes.
Christmas.
It's going towards things other than me. Yeah. So I came over and I played Borderlands on Brian's console, and I got to say, the second I played it, it looks great. It looks great. It's smooth. It's Borderlands. I mean, there's like literally no stripped down, removed type of visual anything from it. It's like I'm in the game. It's awesome.
It's like it's VR.
Yeah, it's totally like virtual reality.
It's craziness.
Basically, just a little bit that I played of it. Remember all my skepticism before about I played it and I'm not going to play it.
Yeah.
Playing it there makes me want to own it. I want to play it. No motion sickness. Whatever they did in the game too. I personally nothing. When I played Morrowind, holy shit, that's my favorite. When I played Skyrim, I did get a little bit of nauseous feeling after a few minutes with a lot slower of a pace. Borderlands is very, very quick paced, and you had all the comfort settings turned off.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And it is so easy to move. It's the jump, the sensation, the shooting. I loved it. I can't say enough great things. Everybody knows about it. They've all played, I'm sure, and they think it's wonderful as well.
3,
I went and saw a
1.
movie.
And boy, did we cut you off at the right time.
Perfect timing.
I just want to give a shout out
Wolfie.
to Wolfie Smith, the Game Cub. Thank you so much for your
never too
donation.
late.
He says, "Hey, everyone, sorry I'm late. You showed up, man. That's the most important part of the show.
Yes.
Is showing up. I mean, that's all Jeremy ever does.
I mean, I just show up. I'm here. I want to mention something.
Oh, please do.
I saw not begrudgingly, Mortal Engines.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mortal Engines.
Yeah,
in
it's-
IMAX. So
Okay.
we went more because it was more of a visual thing. It was like, it looks neat. Neat concept.
Yeah.
We all know, if you've seen the trailers, it's basically
Steampunk, the movie.
very steampunk,
Yeah.
very much in the future, very much cities are on these big, they're like mobile cities. And you got to really, it's funny because you know how you can see a movie and you can forgive the fact that there's like cities that drive around, but then when they drive around like race cars, you're like, that would fall apart. That can't happen. It would not move like that. And it's like, you got to fucking, if you're going to believe it's going to drive around, you can believe that it can handle the fucking jumps and everything. But anyways, this big like predator cities hunting these smaller cities, and they like almost the movie was just lame. I felt the story was just really basic. They held your hand through the whole movie as if it was like Memento, that it was like such a confusing movie that they needed to guide you, but they did not. It was insulting. You know,
That's euros, right?
Yeah.
Euros.
Thank you so much,
Oh, yeah,
Kramer
thank
3K, for your very generous donation.
It's incredible. Yeah.
We really appreciate you.
Especially
So,
so
like,
the family, yeah.
I'm going to give you a quick example and move on.
Right.
So the way this movie held your hands. There was this, I forget, this like thing, this steampunk dude, clock guy, pursuing one of the main characters, kind of like on a side note, like side story thingy, and he had glowing green eyes. So this thing, they escaped in a craft, right? So for the movie, when they were making the movie, for them to get the audience to understand that thing was going to follow them, it then switched to green visual camera, looking at them fly away, then scoot over and look at that airship over there that was available to be taken, so that they could get you to realize, you know, he saw them go away, but he's going to jump in that craft and follow them and just wait because he'll come around later. I mean, it was like that kind of thing.
I'm looking at you and nodding, but I tuned out like 10 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
it's boring. Don't go
idea,
see it.
No idea what's going on.
It's a shouldn't wait.
No, Metcat, I will not stand up. Two things.
Rise up. What?
Yeah.
Duran fan WI writes, Jeremy, you were right about that trailer for the movie Brightburn. Looks dope.
Right.
And Jeremy showed me the trailer after last week's show, and
Yeah.
I have to agree, this is like my most anticipated movie. Brightburn looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
It combines everything I love about everything.
And puts evil into it.
Well, that's why I like it.
Because that's what I know. If
Everything
I was
about
given
everything.
power, unfortunately, even though I'm a good person, I feel like I would start to be like,
Like I kind of wanted this to be like in the Chronicle universe,
right?
right? This
Yeah.
it just feels like, oh, here's another superhero origin story that like went horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Right. And then also, hold on 1 second. I know it's right here. Dragon God. I think your question is about to be addressed in just a moment.
No pressure.
Ah, yes.
Well, speaking of which, Des, are you ready?
Hey, yes.
yeah.
On
you're
your
the
mark.
one with this
Get
answer.
set. Go.
Yeah, so shocker. I've been playing some Borderlands also, and but I have actually the original Borderlands. Yeah,
Shocker.
you know, I got the first Borderlands on VR while the rest of you are playing too. No, I'm playing Borderlands 2 on VR. Yeah, so to answer that question, it does not look as good as on OG. It's still good. It's still fun. It's still the same game, but there are definitely some difference. Even in close-up textures, really don't pop as great. But the long distance is definitely a big difference. You know, I said I just took a quick peek on Brian's Pro here, and for me personally, the difference between say Skyrim OG and Pro isn't really enough to be like game breaking or make it, you know, a huge difference. It's a much bigger difference, and I think especially in Borderlands where, you know, I'm playing Zero, I'm doing a lot of sniping now. That's really important to be able to see very clearly far distances. So I'm not saying you should go out and buy a Pro if you want to play Borderlands 2, but it's a noticeable difference. So yeah, it's great if you like first-person shooters. I know there really aren't that many very deep and very very long first-person shooters.
You talking about?
Yeah,
my
I know.
girlfriend?
I'm just sorry. I started this sentence and there was no way to bail. So yeah, if you got that just crazy frantic energy first-person shooter itch, this will scratch it for you.
Nice.
So Michael asks, sorry, what's OG? It's the original PS4.
Original PlayStation. Yeah.
We kind of nickname the original PlayStation
And
4 OG.
that's the Slim, that's the whatever, that's all the other, everything that's not the Pro.
Right. This and the Pro.
Yeah.
OG Pro.
Yep.
Let's see. Great Tantrum says, I hear Borderlands 2 VR has 20% higher resolution in super sampling. I don't think that's far off. I think that probably makes a lot of sense.
I have to look up.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
looking it up right now.
Thank you for looking that up. First, I don't even know what DKK is.
Is it Hong Kong?
I don't know. First of all,
A Danish krona.
Danish krona.
All right,
Nygaard
so
KBH. Thank you for your very interesting donation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the first
So it's
Danish?
0.15.
I've never seen DKK. Sorry for like totally
Donkey
derailing the
Kong
stream.
Country.
While
No,
we
it's
fi-
cool.
while
I
we
like
figure
it.
out
Yeah.
the tip. Oh, this is just awesome.
Wait, are you not on the Euro there?
I don't think.
But he said love the
So
Borderlands
it's like
review.
$20 US.
Thank you so
That's
much.
amazing.
Nice.
He says
Thank
love the
you.
Borderlands review. Hopefully on sale during holidays? ? It's a very viewer takeover if I ever heard one.
Right.
It's holy crap, man. Like the thing is I know a lot of people hold off for sales, but I think it's asking a little bit too much for Borderlands to be on sale a week or two after it comes out.
Especially since
Yeah.
it's part of that bundle with the Move controllers and
Yeah.
Beat Saber.
And what an amazing bundle that is. Now that we know that Borderlands 2 is phenomenal,
Yeah.
like what an amazing bundle that is.
And I want to clarify. Solar Vision says he disagrees with me because it doesn't look as good, but the playability isn't affected nor immersion or overall experience. No, don't misunderstand me. It doesn't break the playability or even the immersion. It's just if you have like the second you like, I was totally happy with the OG version until I saw it. Like, oh, it can look a lot better, and I think it's because of the cell shading, because of the art style. What the Pro does for you graphically makes a big difference. So no, it doesn't make it unplayable or anything like that. It's still a great game, and if you have an original, you're not like, it's not like, oh gee, don't play this unless you have a Pro. That is exactly the opposite of what I was saying. It is a noticeable visual difference.
I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is that like,
and also the distance characters don't really exist. Like, you can see a camp from a distance, and they don't really exist until you get close enough to shoot
populate
them.
Yeah.
I think PlayStation VR works so well on the OG PS4. But it's one of those things that, like, when you first make the jump to the Pro, you're like, okay, I can sort of see an update. I can sort of see that this is better. And then you start comparing things, and then you try to go back. And once you go back, it's just like, nope, this isn't... You can't go back. Like, I mean, in Resident Evil 7 is one of those examples, like the foveated rendering. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, you can actually see it in my Resident Evil 7 review.
Yeah.
The edges of the screen and the edges of your vision are, like, so pixelated and so low res that, like, it's distracting.
Yeah.
Right? It's not distracting when you're playing the game for extended periods of time because you're like, your brain just kind of filters it out, and that's why it exists. But once you get used to it not being there, it's very hard to go back. So, like, I think the Pro is an awesome investment, but I don't think it's totally necessary.
So I get scared playing some games on yours because it's like, then when I get home, it's like, where was that detail? It's not on mine.
I think the Drunk Gamer, I think he put the money into the conversion thing the wrong way, because he said, dude, that's $29,000. You put the wrong one in the wrong section, so flip it around.
Yeah, I'm always putting the wrong thing in the wrong section. It's like what I do.
So I think Paradise Decay is referring to the tweets we had talked about at the beginning, or was that tomorrow's show, about the Borderlands VR,
that was the beginning of the show.
Bioshock VR.
It was this show.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did he say?
He's saying, is anybody?
He was asking about it.
Yeah, about the VR tweet.
Yeah, we're just waiting to hear something. Yeah. We're keeping an eye on those guys, and we'll see what happens. That is Blind Squirrel Games that we were anxiously awaiting an update on.
I think I just made things bad.
Yes.
Robert Sullivan, I'm confused. Is Borderlands a good game to buy?
Yes. Absolutely. Hands down.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's funny because, you know what? I'm just gonna.
Yeah, do your time.
Here we go. And on my mark, get set,
go.
You know what we used to say, and then totally let it go.
Okay.
On your mark, get Dez, go.
Really?
Yeah. I said it on accident one time, and then we just kind of stuck with it, and then we forgot about it.
And then I hear it. So
on your mark, get Dez,
go.
So yeah, I definitely want to talk a little bit about Borderlands 2. Obviously, this is like the game of the week.
Yeah.
Until
Forklift Simulator
during my 6-hour live stream. This is I'm going to take a little bit of a different take on this conversation.
Okay.
I got quite a few comments during the stream and after the stream about people that are like, this is so painful to watch. It's so hard to watch you do this. Why didn't you like stop and learn the systems? Why didn't you stop and learn the menus?
Yeah.
And then like while I'm playing, people are like, you just ran right by something like really important. It's like, well, you know what? The comments are delayed enough that like. That was probably 5 minutes ago, and I have no idea what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Right? So the thing is I'm not telling anybody that they're wrong. Right? I think it was awesome for people to like watch me play something for the first time and like try to get acclimated to it and try to be like, try to wrap my head around this new game, this new world, this new system, these new menus, everything. But I think the issue is that if it was like an hour live stream, what I did for 6 hours would be totally acceptable, right? Run around, shoot stuff. I'll figure out the basics and the mechanics later.
Yeah.
But when you're doing a 6-hour live stream, I do have to say, I feel for people who've played Borderlands 2 before and tried to watch me play.
Yeah.
Because it must have been incredibly frustrating for them to be like, why isn't he just playing the game? Like, why isn't he like learning how to do this? Mm-hmm. So I think in the future, I think it's going to be very important for me to say, and I'm just going to keep talking even though the timer's up. It's going to be important for me to say, for the first hour, I'm going to be like, I'm just going to run around and shoot stuff, and I'm going to do what I do.
Yeah.
But then, like, if it's going to be like a 6-hour live stream, I'm gonna stop and probably ignore the comments for a little while and dive into the menus and be like, I need to figure this out, even if it's going to be frustrating for you to watch me figure it out.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure that like people understand that I'm invested in the game.
You're figuring it out.
I'm giving it the respect it deserves.
Sure.
Although there were comments that said it's because of the 6-hour live stream that I thought the beginning of the game was so slow and kind of like took its time getting going. I don't think that's true. I think what ruined the beginning of Borderlands for me was the non-VR cutscenes.
Yeah.
I want to say every single time a non-VR cutscene got pulled up, it pulled me out of the experience. It was jarring, right? To be like, here's something that's happening right in front of you. Now here's something that's happening far away from you. And when you're back into VR, I'm like, well, where was that? I don't even know. A boss character just jumped out, and I don't even know where he is.
Yeah.
Right. And then on top of that, like Claptrap is annoying.
He always was. Everybody loves him though, but I thought he was pretty annoying.
Everybody should know by now that I don't have a sense of humor.
Yes.
I hate funny things, right? I'm like miserable and depressed, and I like dark rooms and blood and violence and in horror movies. Funny things just kind of irritate me, right? So Claptrap was a horrible way to start off this game, along with the non-VR cutscenes, and kind of like made me go, I'm not really sure if this is for me.
Well, that's the thing with the sense of humor in this game. It is gleefully like junior high, like middle school sense of humor, which I do kind of like. I like the fact that they're just we're not going to be clever and smart and intelligent. We're going to do poop jokes, and that's what's going to happen. And I do kind of appreciate that as a choice, but it's also kind of like, all right.
I didn't even address it in my review because eventually, like Claptrap sort of just kind of goes away, right?
Yeah.
He sort of hangs around Sanctuary, and I'm like, all right. It's like I think he was there to kind of be like, hey, welcome to this game world. And I'm sure he makes it more of an appearance later in the game. Yeah. But like that's if anybody's curious about why I thought the beginning of Borderlands 2 was slow, it wasn't because I was running around doing brainless things for 6 hours.
Right.
It was because I didn't like the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Like I don't like this character, and I don't like all these non-VR cutscenes. And that pulled me right out of it. So that's your answer right there. But in the future, I want people to know that I am listening to your comments and your criticisms. I do need to change a bit of the way I do the longer live streams. Not a crazy change.
Yeah.
But at least admit that I'm like, okay, if I'm going to play this for 6 hours, I want to play it for 6 hours, not just mess around with it for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends what if you go in saying, hey, no, I'm just goofing around here, then
I don't want to do that though.
Yeah.
I don't mind goofing around for like an hour.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, I need to get a move on. I need to start playing this game and show people like what the game is actually all about.
Right.
Otherwise it's like, what's the point of it?
Well, they can come back in 2 hours then.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly though, it's like you're chunking like this is 6 hours of my time, and honestly, I do feel like I'm going to do this the way I want to. If you're not in on that, fine. Come back in a couple hours. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be what you want. But I don't know.
Sure. I mean, but at the same time, I don't want anyone thinking that I'm not extremely thankful that I had 200 people watching me play.
At one point when I checked in because I jumped in a few different points and then it was like 139. And you had I think it was like 260 something at one point watching. 268 might have been, a 248.
It was probably the most number of people ever watching me do anything ever.
Yeah.
Even our
besides the camera in the bathroom, Brian.
Especially that.
There's thousands that view that for 2 minutes a day.
But I definitely checked out other PlayStation VR YouTubers streaming this game. Yeah. And 10, 15, 20, 30 people watching. Yeah. And so, I don't want anyone to think that we're taking their viewership for granted.
No.
We don't want to waste people's time.
Right.
Thank you so much for choosing us, for hanging out with us, and watching us play a game. I want to make sure that they understand we're taking their criticism seriously.
Well,
I will say. Okay.
No, go on.
I was going to say, if you have 6 hours to watch someone live stream, wasting your time is not really one of them. You've got time to spare.
I don't know, man. I watched, what was it? I watched the Nightmare on Elm Street documentary, which was 7 hours.
Yeah.
And then I followed that up with a 6-hour documentary on
Michael Myers. Was it?
No, it was Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I gotta say that I have shit to do. I'm the busiest person I know, and I don't have kids or other jobs and stuff. Yeah. So the fact that I take time out of my life to watch those things, my pen falling apart too. What is this garbage shit?
I use mine when I shop, grocery shopping. When I make I'm getting so old. I have a little notepad. and I check off the things as I purchase them, even though I have a list thing in my phone that I could utilize. And then guess what else I did that are signs that I'm getting old. This has happened a couple of times, and I'm devastated. Taking my phone out of my pocket and realizing the fucking light is on. That is the old person thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever see an old guy walking by and you see the glowing
dot
coming out of his pants pocket?
and you're like, motherfucker, you got your light on.
Draining your battery by the second.
Paige had that going on at work the other day, and I just let it go. It's like, what?
Good, I would do that too.
With the live streams, the one thing I feel like, Brian, I agree with you in a sense. Like, I know it's been a long time since I've done a live. I think
people are asking.
Elder Scrolls, I think, was the last one.
People want you to stream.
Oh, that brings one question. So, real quick, super quick vote. Gun to your head: Borderlands 2 or Skyrim?
Borderlands 2. Whoa, I just said that and I don't believe it. Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2 or Skyrim?
God damn it.
You said gun to your head and I just reacted immediately. Yep. I think I'd rather play Borderlands 2.
And I'm only saying that as well because I played the shit out of Borderlands as well.
Yeah.
As Skyrim. But just based off of what I played, that Skyrim gave me a little bit of motion sickness, so I would go Borderlands.
I gotta go Windmill Slam Skyrim.
Skyrim has so much more to offer. There's no doubt.
I mean, Borderlands is great, but it's just Skyrim is more my jam.
Yeah.
So, all right. So 2 out of 3. Des loses, so you must buy Borderlands.
To know is to die _ the dead game cat. The Sea of Memories live stream is my favorite Brian stream so far.
That is legendary.
Yeah,
that is a live stream of legends.
3 hours of me basically trying to solve one puzzle. But the best part of that wasn't. This is what I love about our live streams.
Yeah.
The game is so secondary.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I think
that's it. It's more entertaining at first. You got to realize people are watching,
right?
You know, and
the Sea of Memories thing was great, not because we were like all playing this game together and trying to solve it together. It's because Eurolady Gaming, a 13-year-old boy, had a crush on a girl. And she broke his heart.
Yeah.
And he is asking us and all the game cats for advice during the live stream.
Yeah.
And that's what that devolved into, which was way more fun than Sea of Memories ever had a right to be.
Yeah.
Right? I had more fun playing Sea of Memories because of the conversation that was happening in the chat. We had so much fun, especially since before I knew Eurolady was 13. I was telling him, dude, don't worry about girls.
Yeah.
Go get drunk, smoke some weed, find some vodka. Dudes are great. Like, do whatever it takes to get over this. And then he's like, I'm 13. And I was like, don't drink or smoke or anything. I was like, you'll find another girl, I promise. But what a great stream. We had so much fun. It was like that and Kowloon's Gate, Candy Love for Life. It really felt like I was just hanging out with all my friends.
Yeah.
And that's what our live streams are all about.
So Marcus has asked a couple times, and I'm going to translate.
Marcus.
When does Richie's playing experience come to Europe? And
wait, so
you just read it? You didn't answer it?
You don't have an answer?
I don't know.
Oh. Good.
Yeah, I don't know.
In general, we don't respond to comments we don't have an answer for.
Okay. Why? I didn't know if you had an answer.
No. I don't
okay. Yeah, we don't know.
Here's the thing. Richie's playing experience, which we do have a Litterbox episode sort of about Richie's playing experience going up very shortly.
And a review. Check it out.
The review is amazing. Go check that out.
Yeah.
It's a $15, basically 5-minute game. Not a game.
Yeah, it's not 5 minutes. It's a couple hours, depending on when you play it and how you play it, and how you use it. If it's you by yourself, yes, you will play it for, I wouldn't even say 5 minutes. I would say a minute and a half, and you go, okay. But if you have a group of people together, it's a party or something, you're going to have much more than 5 minutes worth of fun out of it.
Yeah, you're going to have it set up for the entire party.
Yeah.
And people are going to constantly be picking up the headset and walking out onto a plank and falling down in the middle of your living room.
Right.
Probably breaking shit.
Yep.
And that's great, but still, just know what you're getting into for your investment.
Yeah.
Texatron, Robin Chan writes, Mrs. Des on the plank for the win.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, like we mentioned it earlier, but she was super nervous about that, and just your response was fantastic. I'm not saying we're going to see a lot more of her, but that may be more of it. Because when Brian first asked me, he was like, "Oh, can we get her on there?" I was like, "Oh, that's never going to happen." I'm not, I just answered for her, and he was like, "But I I was laughing like, oh, Brian asked if you want to be on the show. Expecting to say, no. He's like, oh, can I? Oh, all right. So I text Brian back. Hang on. But yeah.
I don't know except Chow. So I think X Sector Parma is going by.
Yeah.
We'll see. What's the rest of it?
Later, dude.
Dal Italia?
It's from Italy.
Yeah. I don't know what the Dal. What's Dal?
I think it's being from Italy. From Italy. Yeah.
Chow from Italy. Makes sense.
Also, Lethal Weasel VR. You must have missed the beginning of the show. Blind Squirrel Games is teasing something. Highly unlikely that it's Bioshock VR.
Are they just talking about the Bioshock tales? Was that really? They were just that excited about having Bioshock themed cocktails at the party?
Bioshock tales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, maybe that was it. There's like we have a kick-ass party and we're having Bioshock tales.
Basically, so what I'm trying to do, and I think this is like what we learned from E3 last year.
Yeah.
We got all hyped up. We're like, what's there going to be for PlayStation VR at E3? And we had a whole, I think, episode.
Yeah.
And also a Litterbox episode where we tackled the prediction list or the supposed leaked list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we started getting all hyped up. We're like, oh man, what if Bioshock VR?
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 remake VR.
Yeah.
All these different things. And we're like, and so I think we've learned our lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying not to get hyped up about things that are highly unlikely.
Yeah.
And so Blind Squirrel Games actually making Bioshock VR is unlikely. And if it happens, I'm going to be thrilled.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't think that's what they're teasing at all.
Yeah, I just can't see from the team that brought you Forklift Simulator comes Bioshock VR.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I could be wrong.
Yep.
Seraphim. He has an announcement. Well, he says, I think Dreams is having an announcement today.
Did you just wake up?
Aren't you supposed to be like a day ahead of us?
Yeah, you're a day behind, buddy. Right. Dream Media Molecule is probably still streaming now, but announced that the beta is arriving tomorrow.
Yes, and you have to, as that guys will point out to us, you have to sign up for their email list to get an invite to the beta. So,
J-Dub's wife, first time she used VR, went face first into the entertainment center.
Get a spotter.
Hold on a second, guys. We missed the most important part of that comment.
What?
J-Dub, Game Cat extraordinaire. He's of the Mikey Sensei family.
Oh.
Right? I've never seen J-Dub, Game Cat extraordinaire before.
He's part of the Mikey Diaz family?
Must be, because it's Mikey Diaz, Game Cat extraordinaire. So this is the second Game Cat extraordinaire we've got. J-Dub, I'm so sorry that we're not going to be able to give you a shout out on tomorrow's viewer takeover.
Yeah, we missed it
because we already filmed it. But make sure you put hashtag GameCat somewhere on a different video so we can give you a shout out for changing your name to GameCat next week. Thank you. Next week. All right, let's tackle some news stories that happened this week.
But don't involve Bioshock.
Don't involve Bioshock. I think there's only one news story. Okay. And that's this right here. As of today, and possibly right now, I think there's a new Firewall map. And it's part of the DLC Pack 3, and it's a brand new map. The map is free.
Okay.
Which is awesome. I think the map should always be free so that everybody playing.
Right. The map is free. ...
But then there's a bunch of cosmetic things you can purchase on the store, which is great. It's like hopefully they're making shitloads of money on the cosmetic stuff. Yeah. But look at this map. It looks nothing like any of the other maps, which is awesome. And it actually reminds me of something out of Resident Evil 7 in like the later ship areas.
Oh yeah.
And this is, I'm just so excited because this is our first new map.
Oh, that's true. We've been
right. We got a new contractor. But this is our first new map, and I'm wicked excited about it.
Nice contrast in lighting, too.
Right?
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. David Mims.
Looks like a fairly big map. And like to Firewall's credit, all the maps are fairly big.
Yeah.
And I'm just super excited about this. So after we're done with the show, a few... you're so distracting. After we're done with this show, me and Gamertag and I think Madman and Black the Game Cat, a bunch of people are going to jump on, do a live stream, and check out the new maps.
Nice. How long are you guys going to be playing?
I don't know. How long you want to jump in?
I don't know. Once I hit the bus and come back home, I might have time.
All right. Well, you let us know because it would be awesome to play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, so David Mims just picked up a VR.
Welcome to the family.
Yes, welcome. And he wants to know what his first game should be. I still say Resident Evil.
It didn't come with a game?
Well, he says first game I should play.
Yeah, he should play.
Until Dawn, Rush of Blood.
That is a good one.
What kind of game
Very
do you like?
inexpensive,
Is the
too.
question I want to ask.
Beat Saber.
Yeah, Beat Saber, Until Dawn. If you do like
Fantasy,
horror,
you do Skyrim.
Well, see, so here's the thing.
Or Summer Lesson.
I'm actually gonna take a step.
Summer Lesson.
If you like fantasy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or if
yeah.
you just like Asian girls, which is why I like Summer Lesson.
I know that's that game is fascinatingly mysterious to me. But so if you here's a question: do you think you might get motion sick?
No.
I don't know. So if you think you might, I would Beat
Thanks,
Saber,
Pocket Monkey, for
Super
noticing
Hot, or I always throw Static in there. If you don't
Static
care,
is so good.
Yeah.
if you don't care about motion sickness, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood, Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7.
What's the decent
incredible.
driving game? Drive Club.
Drive Club.
Not Drive Club.
No. Wipeout.
Wipeout.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Wipeout's fantastic. Dirt Rally.
Dirt Rally. That's what I was trying to pull. That's what I was
Dirt
trying to
Rally's
non-VR.
I want to say it's on sale.
Yeah.
Remember, I traded it in.
Oh, did you?
I had it. I traded it in, and it was fast forward 8 months, and then it was VR.
Yeah, that's what
patch or something.
I think. Yeah, Astrobot, Beat Saber, Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Until Dawn. Those are Job Simulator. I'll still throw that one in
Guys,
there.
we got like 20 minutes or so before we need to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And so since it's not a heavy news week,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the sales that started last week that we started talking about last week but never actually dove into,
There's
Yeah.
even more.
they're lasting until through January.
Did you see Farpoint?
Well, so that's what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
Let's go through the PlayStation VR catalog and tell people what they should be buying.
Nice.
Okay.
Quick thing. So, J-Dub, Mikey Sensei, no.
No
It
connection.
J-Dub didn't
listen,
realize it.
Listen. They're part of the same family.
They are part of the same
Because they're all-
family.
We are all connected.
We're all
but not
game,
a side family.
we're all game cats.
We are.
But those two are game cat extraordinaires.
Mikey says, "Oh, boo."
No,
there can be only
don't
one
be sad. Don't
extraordinaire."
be sad, J-Dub.
Yeah, don't be.
We are all
sad.
extraordinaire.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to see different sects of game cat.
Yeah.
Sects.
Sex.
And that.
I see different genders
No,
of game
'cause then
cats. That's not what I'm trying
Then
to
we
say.
have different sex. Then we're gonna have internecine war, and that's no good.
I can't wait for the game cat war of 2020. It's gonna be amazing. Which side are you on?
Right.
It doesn't matter. We're all
You the left or the right?
Let's play PSVR.
Very
Your
left.
first game should be I Expect You to Die. That's not a bad call. It's
not a bad call.
That's a really good game.
All right, so let's go through real quick.
Let's do it.
We're only going to talk about the games that are on sale because for new PlayStation VR owners, you should grab cheap
Sale.
games
Get
while
them
they're
while
on
you can,
sale.
yeah.
Right? Play them later. Just buy them now.
Get them while they're hot.
Right? 100-foot robot golf,
You
even
should
at
say
80% off.
inexpensive.
Even at
better
80%
word.
off, 100-foot robot golf, you should not purchase.
I remember we saw that was a long time ago when we had viewed that game.
still
That
there.
shit title.
18 floors is 40% off with PlayStation Plus. Now here's the thing: when I tweeted out and said, you should buy this game while it's on sale, Winking Entertainment responded by saying the DLC, the free DLC, is in fact coming soon.
Ooh.
So that was just a reaffirming that. So it's 18 floors. You get the first 2 levels for your $15, but I think it's only $9 on sale.
Nice.
So you get the first 2 floors as part of that, and then there's 2 more floors, so 2 more huge puzzle rooms coming for free.
All right.
And then I think after that it'll be paid DLC. We'll find out. All right, moving on. Along Together.
Oh, I still haven't played that, even though
Play
I own
Moss.
it.
I'm sorry.
It's $7.49.
Oh wow.
It's sort of like Moss Light.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
know.
like, it's still not good enough for you.
It's fine. It's fine, but I mean, it's just like it came so quickly after Moss. It was just like
But I mean, it's-
masterpiece work of art versus decent game.
Yeah, for $7.49.
Yeah.
it's more of what you love, and I actually enjoyed the puzzles more in Along Together, even though I think Moss was a better, more polished game.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you just want the physical mechanics of the game, then yes. But if you want the whole experience, like you can't. They're not even in the same neighborhood.
Arizona Sunshine is 70% off for $40. That game is a
insane.
total ripoff.
I'd say this is worth it.
For $12, grab a friend, go play the campaign co-op, and then grab a couple more friends, and go play all the horde modes.
Yeah, and if you don't have friends, use the $30 you saved buying it here to buy a friend.
Buy some friends.
Yeah.
Arizona Sunshine, not a great game, but definitely you should be playing it at $12. Archangel, 50% off, no plus required. So Archangel is
that mech one, the
$14.99.
shoot
Yeah,
mech one, but that's
yeah.
a quick play one, right?
It's like 3 hours.
Yeah,
We did a Why We Love on this.
we did. Yeah, we give it a 2.
We definitely gave it a 2.
Yeah, we gave it a 2. So
and here's your 2.
Here's your 2.
It's on sale.
Yep.
Pick it up. Although it's a little surprising to see it's half price without plus and no extra bonus with plus.
Yeah.
Metcat, the game cat extraordinaire.
Did he just change his name?
Yeah, he just changed it.
Fucking love you, dude.
It's
That's
a new
awesome.
thing.
He goes, I'm out. We'll see you, buddy.
ATV drift in tricks. Don't. Moving on. Battlezone Gold Edition.
The new guy whose name I forgot. Do not start with Battlezone.
Don't start with it.
That was David Mims.
But for $10.49, I check out my review.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Battlezone fan.
Yeah.
It's okay single player, but man, when you have 3 friends and you just systematically take down hex after hex after hex, and you just take down the whole map together.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play through a game in like less than an hour, but man, you could spend all day doing this game on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
You just take down each one. It just takes so long.
Yeah.
It's an incredible game with friends. $10.49. I think you definitely should buy it. So should we?
Okay.
Blasters of the Universe for $7.49. That's half price.
And Kevgret calling me out. Des defends Richie's plank for 15, but can't recommend Along Together for 8. I stand by that. I will honestly. I mean, no, don't get me. Richie's plank should be less expensive.
Yeah.
I want to make that abundantly clear.
Yep.
I don't think you should pay. If you're questioning at all whether you want this experience, no, this is a pretty strong 2. But to me personally, with my group of friends and the times I would use this, 15. Like I said, not in my review, but other time, I have paid much more than that for a board game that I played once and put on the shelf and had a lot less fun with. So.
That is true.
Yeah.
How often you drag out Cards Against Humanity? And that was. Does anybody even do that anymore?
Yeah. And that's really fun once or twice.
Yeah.
Right?
We got a couple easy ones to skip. Bravo Team is not worth it at any price. Cat Lateral Damage is an awesome 2D game, but the VR version is terrible. Chess Ultra, too blurry. Just I don't know if it's a good chess game, but it's just too blurry, man.
Cold Iron is just straight up 50% off.
Straight up 50% off. Cold Iron is awesome.
You got to get that game.
Darknet. I know Joe Monahan, aka Head Roadie the Game Cat, has been going on and on about Darknet for like days now.
Okay.
Really?
He picked it up because it's 75% off. Now, I did a Let's Play. It's only $3.74.
Wow.
But here's the issue.
Yeah.
It's basically Minesweeper in VR. And just like Minesweeper, on the easy levels, I'm like, this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then the harder levels come up, and I'm like, I have lost all interest in trying to figure this out. But for $3.74, if you just want an interesting little puzzle game, I mean, it's the price of a cup of coffee. So that's totally your call. I do have a Let's Play up on the channel. It's hard to hear me talk because the volume of the game is so loud. What are you gonna do? Discovery is half price. That's your Minecraft in VR. No. The problem is it's only creative mode. There's no survival mode. It's only $6. So if you trusted that the developers are actually gonna add the survival mode that they promised, great. Don't knock twice for only $8.
Yeah.
It hasn't aged well.
Okay.
But it's still for $8.
If you're a horror fan,
yeah.
If you're
a couple good scares,
horror-ish, iffy, just give it.
Drone Striker, Mr. I was supposed to review this game 2 weeks ago.
Mr. Give me other stuff to do. Don't. It's fine. It's a shooting gallery wave shooter, but there's nothing particularly.
It's a little generic.
Yeah.
It's already cheap to begin with. It'll last you about 45 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, what's the Pirate VR trainer? Pirate trainer.
Space Pirate trainer. Yeah.
You want a wave shooter? Go pick that one up.
No. Well, that and Blasters of the Universe.
Blasters of the Universe,
which I think Blasters won our award show for best wave shooter.
Yeah. So they're way better options, even though it's dirt cheap.
DW VR is only $7.49. I love DW VR, but it feels like a tech demo. It's one of those games.
Which one was that? I don't recall.
That's the fantasy one, right?
Yeah.
Kind of Dungeons and Dragons.
And depending on if you use move controls or aim or DualShock 4, it plays wildly different with each control scheme. It's good, but I just feel like they were like, hey, here we're going to make a game, and here's what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
And then they just didn't finish making the game. Electronauts is 60% off. And
DJ Simulator.
It really is. If you want to feel like you're a badass DJ, and that's a pretty good price for it. Evasion is 25% off, and it's still too much in my book. That it was a $40 game. Now it's $30. I'm like, it needs to be $15.
That's too much for that.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Man, we should go faster.
Eve
Valkyrie.
Red Faction
Eve
of VR game.
Eve Valkyrie is half price.
Yeah.
$15. Now don't forget that when Eve Valkyrie came out at
was a
launch,
fucking launch title,
it was $60.
Yeah.
So this is half price off the half price. So this is really 75%.
This is the game
The price where it should be for the time that it's been out, I would say.
True. This is a AAA game.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. It is one of those games that like snuck past us.
Yeah.
Never got an official review. Never got a Why We Love PSVR episode.
Oh, really?
We just haven't had time. And
now CCP doesn't make VR anymore.
Right.
Anyway,
Just in Time Incorporated, yeah. It depends on the price, but that's a fun game.
It doesn't. It's awesome.
Yeah, because it launched at 15 and it's even
Oh,
better.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was worth it at full price at discount.
Farpoint is only $8.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a should.
If you have your PS4 near you anywhere right now, go purchase that this second.
Or if you have a cell phone or a computer. They should all be linked by this point.
This is true.
Floor Plan is half price, and Floor Plan was only $6
fun.
to begin with.
I like that. $3?
$3.
Oh, my God. That's like
Less than an
my
hour.
budget.
It's like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But man, it's a memorable 45 minutes. The whole thing you play inside an elevator.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's cool. I like
Yeah.
it. Let's see. Gunjack is half price, which is very much your VR Galaga, and it's only $2.49. Again, less than a cup of coffee.
See ya, Coco.
Hey, Coco, thanks for hanging out, dude. Gunjack is awesome. I love Gunjack, even though it's very, very simple.
Wait, someone said Eve is online only?
Well, Eve, maybe the PC.
Eve,
just read it,
not Eve Valkyrie.
No, Eve Valkyrie is mostly a multiplayer game.
Okay.
But there is a very small single player component.
All right.
So where are we? Next page. Moving on. We are going to talk about
6 minutes.
Headmaster isn't on sale?
Wow.
What's that?
Headmaster isn't on sale? That's weird.
Nah, it's been on sale every other time.
Yeah, I know.
Honor and Duty Arcade Edition is 72% off. This was cheap
Whoa.
to begin with, so it's only $1.95.
Wow.
I gotta say, I don't know how much, now that other games are out, and
Yeah.
I don't. It's $2. You should support the developer, but it's not awesome. I love Reggie and I love Strange Games.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, I don't know.
Does the World War II DLC, is that separate?
D-Day?
D-Day.
That's an entirely separate game.
Entirely separate
That's
game,
coming
okay.
out like early January.
Okay.
So definitely support D-Day when it comes out, because that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just in Time Incorporated is 70% off.
70. Oh,
$4.50.
Yeah.
What
Pick this
game?
up. Just in
Just in
time.
time.
So as we were just saying,
totally.
it was worth it at full price.
Yeah.
It's a really clever kind of new mechanic. Absolutely. I feel bad.
You feel bad.
Well, I feel bad that they're like having to discount it because they should be getting full price for that. That's
They don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Keep Talking Nobody Explodes half price for $7.50.
That's going back to the board game sort of game, but there's a little.
Well, going back to your party game,
Yeah.
I think whereas Richie, you're gonna get each person's gonna put on the headset and play it for like a minute and be like, oh my god, I just fell off in my living room.
Right.
Keep Talking Nobody Explodes is going to have everybody in the party participating the entire time.
But I will say this: I think where Richie's is literally everybody in the party will enjoy that.
Yeah.
Keep Talking Nobody Explodes. You have to have like the puzzly solving kind of like board gamey sort of mind to want to play that, because if you look at the thing, you're like, oh no, this doesn't look fun at all, and close it and you're done.
Killing Floor Incursions half price, $15.
Okay.
Get it. It's awesome. Conrad the Kitten half price, $50. I mean, $50, 50% off, $7.49. I mean, I've definitely played better virtual pet games.
Yeah.
We're gonna say you can probably pass on that. Lethal VR that we were just talking about earlier.
Oh.
It's only $3.74.
Yes.
Wow.
It's actually really fun.
Yeah.
What sucks is that this is on sale, and Gun Club VR just came out.
Yeah.
So you can buy a $25 shooting gallery, or you can buy a $3.50.
I will say,
gallery.
like Lethal VR, some of those levels are really challenging and really, if like beating your time and accuracy on things sounds like a good time for you. Then that's,
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How would you feel about loading human for $10?
Oh, are they paying me $10 to play it?
Nope.
No.
No, I would say it's a pass. Even though I enjoyed it, there's too many other better options at this point.
Yeah, and we just mentioned a dozen. So
yeah, in Red Matter, if you want like a first-person futuristic puzzle-solving adventure, go there instead. However, Marvel's a VR adventure is only $8.
Marvel's, yeah.
And even though we have Astrobot, I still think Marvel's is a phenomenal game for $8.
I thought you were going to say better. For a moment, my heart just skipped a beat. I thought you were going to say, even though we have Astrobot, Marvel's is better.
Moss is 25% off. What do you think?
Yeah.
What's the price on that one?
$22.50. Yeah.
Yep. If you haven't purchased it yet, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nebulous is 80% off. Neon Wall 70% off. These are games that are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Never Out 35% off. These are games that are fine. But like these are not games you should be diving into for your first VR experiences.
No. Yeah.
They're like, man, I've got nothing else to play. What are these about?
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
I have $3,000 to spend on VR games.
I'm going to buy all of them.
Yeah.
Purehead Arcade 60% off. I love Purehead Arcade, and for only $6.
$6. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of it's one of those games, carnival games.
Pixel Ripped is half price, $12.49.
Yeah. All right. This conversation's over.
Yep.
You got to pick up Pixel Ripped.
Yep. Absolutely pick up Pixel Ripped. PlayStation VR Worlds is only $4.50. I think at that price, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. Psychonauts is 25% off.
If you really like the Psychonauts world, it's a great addition to it.
Yeah.
If you're not bought into the whole art style or sense of humor or anything, VR doesn't change that.
Yeah. Radio G is only $6, but unfortunately Wipeout is just infinitely better.
Yes.
And not that much more expensive most days. Raw Data, this is a big question mark for a lot of people. It's a $40 game, one of the Servios' more expensive ventures. It's 60% off at $16. It's an absolute should we.
Yeah.
This game's phenomenal. That should have won our best wave shooter, honestly. We're moving along. We're in the R's. Rick and Morty at 50% off.
No.
You weren't.
This is my friends don't let friends buy crap. We want to discourage them from making games like this. I love Rick and Morty. I love the developer. It's awful. It's just awful.
Smashbox Arena is 75% off, meaning it's only $2.49.
So maybe someone will be playing.
You know, here's the thing. I love Smashbox Arena.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. If you can get, 7 friends together and go play, like, dodgeball guns all day long, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I love that game. And for $2.50, you might as well just have it in your library in case everyone decides to play it one day.
What's the Snow Fortress one going for? Where's the...
It's still full price at $15.
Oh, my God.
It's just awful. It is bad.
So, Snow Fortress or Farpoint? Snow Fortress. And Farpoint on discount is half the price of Snow Fortress.
Yeah.
So,
do you feel you should get Farpoint if you don't have the aim controller?
Ooh.
I feel like you should buy Farpoint now on sale. Leave it and then leave it in your library until you get an aim controller.
Yeah.
What does an aim controller go for on its own? Do they sell those separately now?
They do.
Yeah, they do.
But it's about, I want to say it's about $50, I think.
Yeah.
I just saw somebody has the Firewall bundle.
That was like $60, wasn't it?
The Firewall bundle currently is on sale for $60.
Okay.
With the aim controller. That's usually $80.
So that's so buy that.
Yep.
It's still be less expensive.
Yeah.
Sprint Vector is 60% off. Anybody got opinions on Sprint Vector for $12?
I do like it. I'm not as on board with it as you are. But it's fun. It's worth $12. Heck yeah.
It's definitely worth $12. Moving on. Static is 60% off, which means it's only $8. Definitely one of the best PlayStation VR games.
One of the best PlayStation VR, one of the best beginning games, one of the best motion sickness games, really creative, fun. And the dev team animated their guy accepting the awards.
That's right.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And check out our award show. It's on the homepage of the channel.
That was the only one that stuck when there was that day you could download the demos and then stop it. Remember that?
Yeah, when everyone broke the law and stole games from the PlayStation Network.
Yeah,
I remember that. We don't talk about that live. Surgeon Simulator at 70% off is still a fucking rip. Do not buy that game. I know that there are people who like it. I apologize to you for liking bad games. The American Dream, also not a very good game at only $10.
Shooter gun one, right?
Yeah, the story is just too obnoxious.
I got 2 minutes.
I know. The Impatient's 40% off. Skip it.
Yep.
The Walker, 50% off. At least it's at the right price now. Still skip it. Brookhaven's better. Thumper, 70% off.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I know you can play it on anything now, but play it in VR.
Here, I got a question for you before you have to leave.
Okay.
Torn at 50% off. Torn. Remember our Torn?
I do remember Torn.
And that you gave it a 3.
Yeah, I want my time back.
I almost gave it a 3 as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Torn, unfortunately, man, it just...
There is no price that I would be willing to pay to play that game.
And there's a lot of people that disagree with us, and I understand why. It's a cool world. It's just not a cool game.
It is a great world. It is a great concept. It is a awful execution.
All right, because we got to get Des out of here. The last one we're going to tackle is Until Dawn: Rush of Blood. 70% off, only $4.50. This is the only downside of this is that PlayStation Plus had this for free, I think, at one point.
Yeah, that is
true. So if you're a new PlayStation Plus subscriber, you missed out on the free deal. Yeah. You should definitely have this game. It's so much fun.
Solo Vision, I'm with you. I do that because I feel like sometimes I'm too loud right into the mic, but I guess I'm kind of talking past it.
All right, you guys. That's going to pretty much do it for another episode of PSVR Gamescast Live. We got to get Des out of here, and then Jeremy and I are going to film a Litterbox episode.
A lot of the cats are going to.
How many batteries does that take?
Just one little
watch battery?
Yeah. A watch
Crazy.
battery. Nice.
I got to put that in my Sega Saturn when you're done. Guys, again, thank you for everything. Thank you for hanging out during the 6-hour live stream. Thank you for watching us fucking goof around on this ridiculous show.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching our reviews. Thank you for being Game Cats. Thank you for being Without Parole subscribers.
Yeah.
Thank you for being so fucking awesome.
Yes. Part of our lives, I don't think these people realize it, especially, I'm not as present on the channel, time-wise, I can't. But, like, all of everybody, like, comments, everything, it's always, like, daily. I mean, I think about these guys all the time, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's part of my everyday.
Do you think about Metcat all the time?
Metcat pops into my head. Which heard?
All right.
Guys,
bye,
thank you
everybody.
again. We love you all.
Des gotta go.